Now, have you ever had an unsolicited text message urging you to sue for compensation after a car accident? It happens when your details are sold on by insurance companies or car repairers to personal injury lawyers.
Yes, the government wants to ban the practice. It says honest motorists are seeing their premiums hiked as insurers cover the costs of more compensation claims.
Nick Starling is here from the Association of British Insurers. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Part of the problem, it seems, is insurance companies themselves selling this information on.
Referral fees are a symptom of a dysfunctional compensation system which is leading to a compensation culture. We have argued for a long time that they should be banned, and we're really pleased that the government has listened to us and has decided to ban them.
But as I said in the introduction, insurance companies themselves can be responsible. So as an association, wouldn't the first piece of advice you'd give out would be to stop selling these information, details, whatever, of accidents on?
That wouldn't stop the problem because everyone else in the system would simply carry on. But banning referral fees in themselves is a very welcome first step, but it's got to be accompanied by a lot of other action. Cutting the excessive legal costs. It is worth someone paying £800 in a referral fee to get a £1,200 legal fee and clear £400. There's a huge scope there for reducing costs. And we also need to tackle the whiplash compensation issue, because there's something like £2 billion of whiplash claims a year, by far the highest in Europe, and many of those are exaggerated or fraudulent. And if we can tackle legal costs, tackle whiplash, then we've got a real chance of addressing the problems.
What effect is it actually having on premiums?
Well, everyone, I think, has seen their premiums rise in the last couple of years. Legal costs and whiplash between them account for about 30% of your premium. So if we can tackle this and tackle the compensation culture, then we can really start to get a grip with the problem of rising premiums.
Yeah. There is a danger, isn't there, that people who genuinely suffer in an accident and don't realise that actually they could get compensation because they subsequently can't work or they're experiencing pain or whatever, might not realise they then have access to compensation.
I think everyone is aware of how they can get access to compensation.
Do you think that's true? Well,
we all see the advertisements, we know what we can do, and insurance companies have an interest in making sure that people who are genuinely injured, and it's not their fault, they've got an absolute interest in making sure they get the compensation quickly, and that compensation is proper compensation. That's why
when you say they have an interest in that, how do they do that then? I mean, this is one way, being told directly you could get compensation, which would be very welcome to a number of claimants or potential claimants. Would insurance companies provide that information in a different way?
Well, one of the things that insurance companies do is if say I was to run into the back of your car, I hope I don't, but if I were to do that, then my insurance company...
That would be a headline, wouldn't it?
Yes, my insurance company might well ring you and say, my client is liable, we need to fix your car, have you got an injury, we can sort that out. That's what's meant by quick redress, and that is what, if you've been genuinely injured or inconvenienced, that's what you want to happen. But what none of us want to happen are these unsolicited texts, this telling us that we can make claims. Anyone who's been the victim of an accident which is not their fault knows that they are pestered for a long time about making a claim, and we want that to stop.
All right. Nick Starling from the Association of British Insurers, thank you.
Thank you.
Time now is 6:44. You're watching Breakfast from BBC News. Our main stories this morning.